Going back to Gibbs on first down. There he goes left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run it on first with Foreman. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Aleem McNeil drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hooker now off play action. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hooker's going to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Now here's Trenton Gill now. Returnable here from the 38. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Hooker on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing. Hooker. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. So brings up 4. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Here's Jones. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the Wazoo. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aleem McNeil able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd down and 6. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions coming down as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Here's Hooker sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. Look at the timing was a little off on that throw.
Defender. So what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Hooker Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 36 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Fields on first down. And this is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. In trouble, and he's taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Gibbs straight ahead. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 16-yard line.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And quickly they get to the line. First down throw here. It's Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From his own end zone, Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Now receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibbs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Hooker. A quick hitter complete. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Hooker. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Here's Hooker. And it'll be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jack Campbell, a 1st-round pick, there on the tackle.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Charles Harris in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Take it at the 37. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right outside here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Hooker's going to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Hooker going to try and throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And one last throw here for Fields. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me.